to the first episode of What the News. Today we have everything from 2,300 pound Crocs to soulless models.
And cue intro.
What the
So, here's a new one for me. In the Philippine town of in a Philippine town, they just caught a 21-foot, 2,370 pound ultra croc.
Dude, I think this is Lake Placid on steroids.
21 foot. It took them 3 weeks to catch it. And wait, here's the kicker. They found it, and while they were transferring this 21-foot, 2,300 pound ultra croc, they look out in the water, and what do they see?
Oh boy.
Even bigger ultra croc swimming on by. So, in another 3 or 4 weeks, we'll look for them to catch that one.
What's in the water making these things grow? I'm going to pull a John Cena and I'm going to go try those steroids, okay? Just saying.
What the
Alright, now check this out. This next story right here, on a very serious level, this affects every single American in this great nation right now.
This is the prime example that everybody's broke. U.S. Post Office is considered a private organization. The government helps them out, and the government gives them a lot more leeways than they do to anybody else. But they still have to pay their own bills. And if they do not pay $5.5 billion by the end of this month, they are gone. I have one thing to say. What the?
Alright, to take a break from the nation's news, we're going to turn our attention now to the sports week. As everybody knows, this is the first week of the NFL. The Saints and the Packers kicked the season off Thursday night. The Packers come out on top 42-34. The Bengals and the Browns in what we call it the toilet bowl. The Bengals come out on top of Cleveland 27-17. The Bills, ladies and gentlemen, yes, the Buffalo Bills, the losers of 4 straight Super Bowls, defeat the Kansas City Chiefs 41-7. The Indianapolis Colts, Peyton Manning-less, they are defeated by the Houston Texans 34-7. Kerry Collins, please retire. The Philadelphia Eagles, led by my QB, Michael Vick, defeat the St. Louis Rams 31-13.
What do you do, stick the dogs on them?
Throwing those touchdowns like that? Yes, sir. The Atlanta Falcons get drenched by Brian Urlacher and the Chicago Bears defense 30-12. Ladies and gentlemen, a shocker. The Detroit Lions say they are for real. They defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 27-20. The Baltimore Ravens, the one defense that is compared to the great Steelers, Steel Curtain, they destroyed Pittsburgh 35-7. 7 turnovers in this game, ladies and gentlemen, half of which were committed by Big Ben Roethlisberger. Can you imagine a defense that is just as stingy as anything else destroy that very potent and high-octane offense by Pittsburgh? It's only week 1, but my predictions is already Baltimore in the Super Bowl. The Titans fall just short to the Jacksonville Jaguars 16-14. Now, keep in mind that a week and a half earlier, Jacksonville released their high-priced quarterback, David Garrard. They put in Luke McCown. Right now, I'm thinking that might have been an okay, smart choice. The Giants are defeated by the Redskins 28-14. The Panthers, yes, the Panthers lose a very close, heartbreaking game to the Arizona Cardinals 28-21. Now, the keynote in this game, Cam Newton, the #1 draft pick of the 2011 draft, he set a quarterback record for a debut 422 yards passing. Ladies and gentlemen, Cam Newton, welcome to the NFL. The Seahawks are destroyed by the 49ers 33-17. The Vikings and the Chargers. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to believe this. The Chargers destroyed the Minnesota Vikings 24-17. Donovan McNabb, 39 yards passing in this game. Seriously. The Cowboys and the Jets in a very good game, 27-24. The Patriots and the Dolphins in also a very good game, 38-24. And the Raiders destroyed the Broncos 23-20. NFL Week 1, my hat's off to you. Second note, Oklahoma. Yes, the University of Oklahoma Sooners in college football, they are wanting to go to the Pac-12. But the Texas Longhorns are saying, you stay in the Big 12. Now, the question is there a super conference on the rise? Could it be the Pac-12 or could it be the Southeastern Conference? Texas A&M has already been entered into the Southeastern Conference. They'll start playing next year. Texas wants the Big 12 to stay alive. Oklahoma, well, we're not going to go into my feelings about that. Final story in the sports talk. Floyd Money Mayweather Jr. He is out of jail. His first fight out of jail. WBC welterweight champion Victor Vicious Ortiz, September the 17th. Brock, I think this is going to be a very good fight.
Mayweather's looking for blood.
Now here's my predictions. I think, due to the rust, I think Victor Ortiz might take this one. I really do.
If you've seen Mayweather since he's been released, he has lost a little bit of his muscle. I mean, of course, being in jail, you're on lockdown 23 hours a day. There's no way to stay in top physical fighting condition.
And plus, you have to look at the physical stature of Victor Ortiz. He is a very dominant person in that division in boxing. I think this might be the first defeat in a very long time for Floyd Mayweather Jr.
He comes out of the gate strong and he closes strong.
Exactly.
I mean, there's no break unless you can bring it just as hard as he can, and don't know if Mayweather's got it right now.
Now, no disrespect to Floyd Mayweather. He is a very, very doggone good boxer. I mean, he destroyed Oscar De La Hoya. He destroyed Patton. But my thing is, fight a real fighter. Pac-Man Manny Pacquiao. When are we going to see that fight? We thought we was going to see it.
Yeah.
Somebody's scared.
We'll find out who eventually. For more sports news, please go to thebbsn.com. I'll put a link in the description. It's good news that'll make you laugh constantly. It's a weekly podcast. Check it out. I listen to it every week. It's worth your time.
Thank you.
And now back to our normal news.
What the
So apparently there's this Russian model, and they call her the Russian Barbie. I don't know if you people have seen her. I'll put a picture right there. I fear for my life when I look at these pictures. From the neck down, perfect. I mean, perfect. But her eyes, I feel like she's stealing my soul with every photograph. Now I'll put a link to a gallery with all these pictures we have in it in the description. But I mean, look at this picture. She's in a Barbie case. Look at this woman. She looks plastic. She has no emotion at all. I mean, here she is walking with her, I guess, boyfriend. Even then, he's smiling, having a good time, holding a pretty woman's hand, carrying his little man purse. She just looks like she's just there. Like he's dragging a plastic doll around.
She has no emotion whatsoever.
And I can't look at this anymore. On to the next story.
What the
Scientists have been doing research, and new studies show that if you smoke pot, you're less likely to be obese. I don't get it. I mean, if you've ever partaken of God's gift to man, you know it comes with what scientists call the munchies. It makes no sense to me. How does that equal lose weight? And let me just bring this up on a related story since we're talking about drugs. There's this guy. His name is Stephen J. Kinsey. He's a professor of kinesiology at Cal State, San Bernardino. Well, apparently he's on the run from the law. Get this. They raided his house, found over a pound of meth, rifles, handguns, body armor, and a whole bunch of biker vests. Leather vests, you should automatically be put in jail because nobody should wear that crap. I don't care how big and bad you are. That's the stupidest thing that went out of style 30 years ago. I mean, look at this guy. Look at the goatee. Nobody with the goatee that long and ungroomed is a nice guy. Here's what makes this story more interesting and a little creepy. He is a drug dealer. His girlfriend was in on it. They already have the girlfriend in custody. He's the leader of a biker gang called the Devil's Disciples.
Wow.
Yes. And the unusual part is on his Twitter, every other tweet is him being late because sometimes the best plans can be ruined by cuddling a cat. The leader of a biker gang called the Devil's Disciples is tweeting about how cute and cuddly his cat is.
So, the question we have to ask ourselves, he is, well, a quote-unquote Devil's Disciple. But how vicious is he, bro? I think he is about as maniacal as a pillow fight with a bunch of kittens.
Yeah, me too. I think he is more of a front. But this story does go to show, do not judge a book by its cover. You never know who your next door neighbor really is. So those are all our stories for today. If you have any opinions, please leave them in the comments. We will respond to them. All the links to all the stories today will be in the description, as well as a link to thebbsn.com, which stands for Beer Battered Sports. I think it's a great name. It's sports news that'll make you laugh. It's a weekly pod show.
Please subscribe, give us some feedback, let us know that you care.
Subscribe button's right there. Like button's right there. How hard is it to just click, click? Show you love. And maybe we'll show it back. If you're pretty enough.
Maybe not. Not even a little bit. But this is What the News. I'm Alton Caulk.
I'm McGirt.
Deuces.
What the